Hey guys, it is Craig here from CoachCraig.com, and today I'd like to share with you a personal story about a situation that I found myself in a few years ago, and perhaps the story can help you too. So essentially, a few years ago, I found myself in an incredibly negative and a negative mindset, and it revolved around worrying about the future, specifically in terms of the world as we live in now and what humans have been doing to the world. What I found myself in was having feelings of definite fear for what the future would hold. If you look at global warming, the way we humans are poisoning the earth in different ways, acid mine drainage, just general pollution of everything, the oceans and whatnot. And so it was a fear of the future. And what I also felt was anguish and definite guilt, for things that I could be doing differently, even driving a car and those sort of things. And although the emotions and what I was feeling came from a good place, unfortunately, they were manifesting very negatively in me because you could only do what you can do. And what I was effectively doing was living in a future state that I perceived to be, it was all going to be negative, it was all going to be destruction and bad things from there. So what I've learned to do now is to live more in the present, to live in this exact moment and try and teach others and try and make sure that I'm living my life and recycling and doing as much as I can and giving into as many different conservation fronts as possible, such as Greenpeace, Green Pop. We plant trees. We sponsor a Rhino, Save the Rhino Foundation, and we also donate to a disadvantaged home here in Johannesburg in South Africa. And every single month, it's a debit order goes off to donate to all those causes which are at the top of where we are as a family at the moment. So getting back to the point, so to live in the present is one of the most important things we can do. And if we're living in the past, I think it was the Dalai Lama, sorry for my bad quoting here, but he said something about if you're living with anguish, then you're living in the past, or if you're living with fear, then you're living in the future. And it's an interesting thing with humans that other animals don't have, which is that we have the ability to feel fear from an event which is imaginary. So an event which could happen perhaps in the future, or an event which has happened in the past that we fear is going to happen again in the future. Now, if you look at it from my ancestral point of view, we all know the story about the lion that comes and it's fight or flight. Bodies get flooded with adrenaline, blood moves away from our brain into our extremities, into our arms and our legs so that we can run away as quickly as possible. Now that worked in the past where we could, because the blood moved away from our brain, so that because if we were dead, we wouldn't need our brain anymore. So the problem with our modern day living is that if we're living in a state where we're fearing some perceived event which might happen in the future, the same thing is happening. The blood is moving away from our brain. Our body is, our glands are releasing stress hormones, and for over a longer period of time, Our health is going to start deteriorating. We won't, because the blood's moving away from the brain, we can't actually think properly. We start a cycle of fear and anguish, which is very difficult to actually function properly and move forward with our lives with purpose and with positivity. So if we're living in the past or the future, we are definitely doing ourselves a disservice. So how do we live in the present? Well, one thing we can do, and that's something I practice pretty much so many times during the day, and that is just to breathe, to purposefully think about your breathing, to take a deep breath in over a good few seconds, maybe it is 5 seconds, and then to breathe out over a long period as well. Maybe it's another 5 seconds. You could change it up. Maybe it's 3 seconds breathing in, 8 seconds out, or opposites. What this does though is if we're thinking about our breathing in this moment, then we are present. We are not thinking about future, past, and whatnot. We are here in this moment. It's a simple thing, and it's essentially a meditation, because some people think meditation, we sit down, we do the lotus position with our legs, but it doesn't have to be. It can be just a simple thing as watching and breathing purposefully. There are different other ways, but for this conversation, that's pretty much what I wanted to chat to you guys about. Being present in this moment so that we're not fearful, thinking about a future event, worrying about what other people are doing, worrying about how they have so much success, worrying about, should we do this business venture? What if it fails? What if I don't have enough money? What if I waste money? Guys, rather think about the alternative. Think about, what if you don't do it and you carry on with the same life, the same existence that you have now? Rather be positive, live in the moment, try as hard as you can every single day and every moment, and make this a success. So guys, I hope this helped a little bit. You can go to www.coach-craig.com for more. And if you're wondering what's happening with our wall behind us, this wall is about to be knocked down on Monday. Today's Saturday. So we're doing a huge renovation. So last night we had so much fun as a family, drawing on the wall, playing some noughts and crosses, drawing little pictures of our family. This is Amy, and then my little boy Travis drew his little interesting little people. These ones here, we were having our eyes closed, and then we had to draw a picture, and the other person had to guess what it is. So awesome, good fun. Surfing pics. Little elephants and little pianos. Fantastic. So guys, as I say, have an awesome day. Say goodbye from little Chav. Say bye. Okay guys, all the best. Chat soon. Bye bye. From Coach Craig. Bye.